Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I'm Jamie, the Red Island Farmer. So we're picking up from the end of the last episode where we baled up the 2 hay contracts. We're making our first delivery here now to the town stores. We're going to try and make sure we only deliver enough bales to complete the contracts. So I want to keep as much as I can for hay over the winter for our TMR. So I hope everybody's been good. Had a good week. We're a little longer in between episodes this week. Had a lot going on at work and just wasn't able to get to play Farm Sim near as much as I wanted to. So we'll see what we can deliver out for this one here. Edge into the trigger nice and slow and just keep ticking them off. Ever so gentle. There we go. Contract complete. So I think that was 14 bales that we sold here. So now we'll head up to Tall Tree on the other side of the map. So we're still on the 2nd day of October. In this episode we're probably moving to the last of October, and it's going to be just a loose ends kind of episode as we get ready to get into fall. Probably spread slurry, do a bit of yard work, just odds and sods around the farm. Strange for me, usually I just pull it in front of those guys. Alright, so we'll just cut through when we're heading into Tall Tree at the back here now. Dump off these last bales and see where we're at. I think that was only 6 bales here. So those 2 contracts are done. I've still got a few bales left in the field too to pick up. Yep. So we'll collect those 2 contracts, and that'll give us a little more cash in the bank. Might let us do the liming this fall that we have 2 fields to kind of get caught up on. We'll see what happens. So I don't know if anybody's been watching. We've been live streaming a little bit, playing Bali Springs, and we've been playing Home Farm. 2 completely different ends of the spectrum. Bali Springs is a pretty tight map. It's all small gear, small kit. There's a few of us on there each their own farms, and then the Home World Farm we have one big farm. We all work together. Lots of equipment and lots of... Oh, stay on your own side of the road, Jamie. That was close. It's almost an insurance call there. Anyways, 2 different types of farms with the 2 live streams, so sometime you see the notifications on, check it out. We have a lot of fun when we play, that's for sure. So I think over the next few episodes we'll look at expanding out the cattle, grow the herd a little bit so we can do some more births coming on, alternate and stagger them out over the year. And I think I'll look at putting a small chicken pen at the back of the yard too, just to have some pallets of eggs produced to run off to market as well. Don't know about greenhouses. I've thought about it. We'll look at that and see, but just not sure if I want to shuffle a whole lot of pallets around. Anyway, we'll head back to the farm here and put the rest of these bales into the hay storage. I'll have to get over to the other field and pick the few bales that are up there, bring them back to the farm. This was just enough for me to figure to complete the contract, but it's a good full trailer and a half at least still in the field to pick up. We'll run them back. That'll probably be off camera. Anyways, we'll keep moving through the episode here and cut to a little musical montage. Hope you enjoy it. Thanks. So that little tune was called Accidents Will Happen, and I know some of you guys that are watching this know all too well my driving habits, that may be more often the truth. So we're just heading up to the shop. There's a Lexian combine that was taken in on trade, lots of hours on it, and we're going to go have a look and see if it might be a upgrade or downgrade for the farm. One thing with the New Holland we have, I find it a little big for this map. Some of the gateways and some of the roadways, it takes it all. So I'm thinking if we can change over to this combine, it might be a little bit smaller, but still not too small that we're struggling to complete the fields. These aren't big fields in our farm, and even the contracts, if we decide to pick some up, are going to be smaller. So there she is. It's used. A little bit paint wore off it and some hours on it, but I think at the end of the day it might be a good decision for us to upgrade to this. Don't have a corn header, but I don't foresee us needing one right away anyways. We'll just do the cereal crops and grain, looking more for the straw. If I get into pigs, then I might change, but I'm hoping for her to have a mixer for pigs that does alfalfa, and I don't have to do corn and chaff to put into it. But again, we'll see what happens as we grow the farm. Well, let's go talk to the shop and see what the deal is going to be on it. Well, we're back at the yard and we're about $30,000 richer on the deal. I like those deals. So we did trade. The class trade-in value that they were taking it in for was a lot lower than what our New Holland was worth to them. So that's always a good thing. They came, they picked up the New Holland already. We'll go get the class at some point and bring it back to the farm. So we have a little bit more work to do on the farm here today. Like I said, there's some busy work odds and sods. We've got to spray some herbicide in one field. Probably do some liquid fertilizer on it as well. And I think we're going to drop some slurry on the grass field and that rye that we planted down the road here. So we'll go get some of that work done. Okay, so we're on the way back to the farm here now. We've actually, through the course of that montage, we slept through the night. We're into the third day of October. I think we have a little bit of work to do around the yard here now. We're going to try and get some gear cleaned up. It's late in the fall. I don't know if we'll be picking up any other contracts in November. I'll see what happens. But we'll put some tractors away, wash them up, service them. And put some implements or kind of things that are left around the yard here. I have a habit sometimes of just dropping a piece of gear and picking something up to go finish a job and leave it sitting there. Anyways, you see we did put down a small chicken hut. I think it's got like 400 capacity, 500 capacity. I'm not sure off the top of my head here right now. But it's small and tidy, fits into the corner of the yard here well. And we'll use that to supplement our income over the winter a little bit. And there's still room if we want to do small pigs on this yard, or I've been informed there's some land up the road that might be good for 2 big pig barns if we want to invest, but I think we're a ways away from that yet. Already got some eggs coming out, so that's just one day. So we've cleaned some of the gear and serviced it already. Slurry tanker needed a good wash down because it ran through about, I think it was 3 or 4 loads of slurry on the grass field and also up on the rye field that we had planted. Get this away, get our seeder put away. I think I've already got the rest of the gear pretty well washed up. Episode 5 already. It's plugging along pretty good. We're progressing. I'm debating, and once we get through November here to get through the winter, it might be a very quick skip through to get back to next spring. Or it might even be a live stream someday to zip through it. We'll see what happens. One thing I'm finding with doing the playthrough here, it's probably not going to be very enjoyable for busy work all the time. You just want to see something new and something different, see the farm progress. We'll stick this down with this empty cow barn here just to have it out of the way. I don't know if anybody watched the end of the last episode right through to the bottom end of it, but there's some little nuggets left there. Like I said, my driving abilities aren't always what they are advertised. Take a minute and service up the Dutes as well. It's probably been one of the hardest working tractors in the farm, between it and the Fent. I keep leaning on this one because of the horsepower, but the Fent's not a bad tractor. It's got the kick for most jobs we do around here for sure, but the Dutes is probably my favorite right now for power and acceleration. Anyway, we'll stick this in the shed back in behind by the bale storage here. Don't think there'll be any seeding contracts pop up for fall. But if they do and we want to take them on, it's not hard to pull her back out of the barn again. So drop a comment, let me know how you're liking the episodes. Again, if there's anything I can do different in the ways of editing or even the narrative, I'm open to suggestion. I am still enjoying it, which is the main thing. It's a little extra work from just playing Farming Simulator, trying to put it all together at the end of the day, but it's different, for sure. One thing I'm noticing, I put the no collision cameras on, so I have to duck myself down when I go into barns and that, but I like it because it's not kicking me in and out as I go through the posts and I'm cleaning with the manure in that cow barn over there. We're hitting the 20-minute mark roughly on the episode, so at this point then I'm going to thank everybody for watching. Please like, share, comment. Do appreciate it. You have a good day. I'm Jamie, the Red Island Farmer. Ooh, how's that for stability control?